remember me? Welch, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts. I need something like yesterday. I'll give you the deets in person, so come to my house in Delryk ASAP. Do you copy? ASAP, okay? Tick-tock, tick-tock!
Are you quite all right?
Dr. Ethan, I'm fine. I'm wide awake.
Nina, it's Laeticia.
Oh, it's Laeticia. Laeticia? I'm so sorry. Oh, that was really embarrassing. And of all people, to think I mistook you for Dr. Ethan.
I could hardly mind. But you look so terribly sleepy. Did you have trouble sleeping yesterday?
Yeah. I started this fascinating book before bed. And when I finished reading, it was morning already. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. If you are particularly sleepy, perhaps you should rest at the inn.
Oh, I'll be fine. I know I can hang tight till nighttime.
Oh, okay. If it suits you. I could offer you my lap. When it is time to depart, I will rouse you. So please, rest now a little.
Laeticia's lap, a pillow? That would be really, really nice. But people will get really angry at me.
Angry? But by whom?
Oh, well, Albert, or Dr. Ethan, or the entire population of Osirius.
I am allowing it, so there is no issue at all.
No, it'd be a waste to use your lap as a pillow now. I shall save it for when I'm really, really tired and sleepy.
And now is not such the case?
Apologies, Princess Laeticia. I truly hope Ray did not cause you too much trouble or anxiety during my absence.
Oh, no, not at all. On the contrary, he came to our aid often and most reliably.
I see. That's good to hear if that's the case.
He truly was an enormous help.
Nevertheless, should he ever provoke trouble, please don't hesitate to inform me. I will ensure that he is promptly and properly chastised.
Oh, Elena, it does appear that... you two could well be like sweethearts.
Sweethearts, you say? That is a first. No one has ever said that before.
Well, you two have spent much of your time together. I believe such a presumption is hardly without cause.
But it is not the truth. It may also negatively affect Ray by becoming a source of annoyance. Might it be best if I put some distance between us?
I think not. Ray would be shocked if you did so quite suddenly. You need not change a thing.
Do you think so?
Yes, I do. Please remain as you are.
Remain as I am? Remain as I am.
Elena, have I ever given you cause to be displeased with me?
There is nothing in particular I can think of. Tell me, why do you ask?
Actually, I happen to hear stories of how you can be quite frightening when you fall into anger.
I assume this comes from Ray, then?
That we have embroiled Ray in our affairs is a truth. I was worried that mayhaps we are causing you hardship as a result, Elena.
All choices have been up to Ray. I have no opinion on the matter either way. And to clarify, it is a misconception that I become frightening when angry.
Is that so?
Firstly, I can easily count the number of times I have actually felt angry.
I see. And what might have stoked your anger on those occasions?
On one particular occasion, I became angry when Ray disregarded his own safety and exposed himself to danger. His actions are often reckless and dangerous, so I use anger as a method to control his inclinations.
Ah, Helena, you are a kind one.
Do you think so?
Of course you are kind. You are expressing anger out of your concern for Ray.
Unfortunately, time after time, those concerns never seem to register with Ray.
No, I am sure he feels your thoughts for him. What might they be speaking of?
Tell me right away if it feels a bit off. If you hide any defects and it breaks suddenly, I won't help you.
I understand. I shall not behave recklessly.
You say that now, but you'll push your luck when you're in the thick of it. Well, I said I'd take care of you, so rest assured. But still, try to stay within your limits.
Of course, I shall take care.
And I say this to you. Don't let this one go wild. The more rampageous he gets, the faster his arm will fall apart.
Worry not. I will compensate for any effort required.
Your Highness, I cannot accept that. I will not burden you as such. That is my duty.
Albert, Maester Midas just said to not act imprudently. If the situation calls for it, I shall.
No, it must be me.
Confound it. Looks like you're both eager to go over the deep end. Hopeless.
Oh, exquisite.
Is aught amiss?
No, those people we just passed by, they regarded us as brother and sister.
Brother and sister? For us to be seen as such would be a great discourtesy to you, Your Highness.
Why do you say such words, Albert? The two of us have been together since childhood. Being mistaken for siblings is no surprise.
Mayhap you are right.
But if we truly were relatives, then that would mean... You would be the elder sibling, and I as the younger sister.
Would I now?
You are older than me, after all. Additionally, you have always been protective and reliable.
Yes, though you are not my sibling in truth, you are very well like a troublesome little sister. But no matter the circumstances, I shall protect you.
Oh, big brother Albie.
Please refrain from referring to me as such.
Oh? Why?
Just please, never do that again.
How exquisite. Pardon us.
You sure took your sweet time. Did not I say ASAP?
I did try to arrive as quickly as possible.
Save your apologies, we're short on time anyway, thanks to you. I need you to get me this. Now that I've made my request, show me some real urgency. Someone is late. Very late. Oh no! What if they gave up halfway through? Ooh, if they did, they're gonna get a handy stick to the face. Oh.
Please do not worry. I have brought it.
How long were you there? And me? What? Worry? I knew from the start you'd deliver. Never lost my faith in you one bit. Excellent! You've gotten everything I needed. Now I can complete that work in progress. You want to know what I'm making? Well, that is a secret exclusive to me, myself, and I. As thanks, I will now give you a lesson in the crafting secrets of the Vineyard family. Well, aren't you impressed? Remember, though, it's a secret to everybody. Okey-doke! I'll give you a buzz again when I need something new. Be ready to move at a moment's notice.
Glad to be of assistance.
Oh, haven't seen travelers like you in a while. If you're needing extra fall for the road, I have a favor to ask. I'm sure it'd be a simple task for adventurers such as yourselves. I need some old beat-up armor, you see. I don't really mind how busted up it is, as long as you can bring it to me. Very nice, very nice. Ah, this should be enough. I'll be in touch. When everything collapses, people are gonna need weapons and armor. It's the calm before the storm.
Glad to be of assistance.
No doubt it's more peaceful making tools, but it just doesn't satisfy the soul of a craftsman, you know?
Enemy
Neutralized. Steady, everyone! Destroyed. Insufficient. Neutralized. Destroyed. Aircraft neutralized. Insufficient output. Destroyed.
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here?
We did.
Can't help but wonder, does he have something to do with the people who downed me and Chloe's pods?
It's still too early to tell. Midas, can we be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains undiscovered.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, maybe someone there saw it and decided to follow her to this continent.
To that point, Nilbeth possesses technology and semiomancy that neither Asarius nor the Vale Empire do. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more.
I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Ah, filthy pests!
Maester, are you alright?
I'm fine. But nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this.
It is well stocked and the food is fresh.
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait, but can't we?
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vernell, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please. Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Ugh, why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed?
Laeticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rythal is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost. I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
The market is well stocked.
Hey, Laeticia, Delryk. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before? No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delryk mines.
Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
Trust this to me.
This zone of inhibition is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
At last, an end to our worries. soon the kingdom shall be free of this plague. I hate to ask this, but Dr. Vanel, don't you agree we should keep this medicine a secret for now?
Yes. Yes, I do. Why is that?
Because the plant used to make it can only be found in one location, and in limited numbers. With as few plants as there are, there's no way we can make enough doses for everyone. And where might we be able to find these elusive plants? Mount Cottorinth, and nowhere else. It's just to the north of Cotto, and the quickest way I know to get there would be by ferry.
If Cotto's along the ferry route as well, their citizens might also have fallen ill.
This is awful. I know it's better to keep this hidden, but I still can't help feeling...
Nina.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go get Elena. Before we do anything, first we need Uncle Midas to get well again. Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Cotto, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca-Lemthas.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Cottorinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Cotto seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
Ahoy hoy! Welch here! The beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts. You busy? Never mind. Don't care if you are. I'm summoning you to come to my house in Delryk post-haste. I need something else now. Do you copy? Post-haste. Comprende? Tick-tock, tick-tock!
You just gotta...
Excuse me, might I ask something?
Hail, young one. I believe you might be lost. We deal only in business here, not sundries. If you are looking to make a purchase, you should visit our shop in town.
I am terribly sorry about this sudden intrusion. An acquaintance of mine runs a similar trade, and I wondered if I might inquire about your business here.
Well, well, I am never too busy to lend an ear to a fellow entrepreneur. Except maybe this very moment, unfortunately. I'm in a bit of a predicament here, you see. It's a long story.
Truly, I do hope you will forgive me my intrusion. I had no means of knowing so. If you'll excuse me then.
Though I'd be plenty appreciative if you'd lend your ear.
Yes?
I've been a merchant since I was hardly but a boy, albeit one plagued by an awful sense of direction from the start, mind you. But I found the more I lost my way, the more people I met. With this new network of connections, I found myself dubbed Ruddle, the Merchant King.
Oh, how marvelous. So what in the world could trouble the Merchant King?
Yes. Well, I've since tried to pass the family trade to my boy and 5 apprentices, you see. I recently sent them off to ply their own trades, but not a one of them seems to have reached their destination from what I can tell. Perhaps they've inherited more from me than just my good business sense. I'm terribly worried that they've all gone astray. I feel all but helpless.
I see, I see. Oh, if it is quite all right with you, I do believe I may be able to assist. My business would see me traveling far and wide, as it were, so perhaps I could search for them.
Would you? Oh, you're too kind. Someone is bound to have seen them. Please, ask around. Gather as much info as you can. Should the young merchants reach their destinations, the towns they set out for will benefit greatly from the wonderful wares they can offer.
I can offer no promises, but I shall try. Pardon us.
There you are, Slowpoke. Didn't I say post-haste? Anywho, today I need you to bring me this. You're on it, right? Great! Now get me that with max speed. Late as always. What the heck? Oh no. What if they forgot? Maybe I should call them again, just in case? But they might be on their way soon. Oh, what do I do?
Sorry for the wait.
Where did you come from? I'd hardly call that waiting. Not like I lost faith in your integrity. If anything, that was a world record. Not too shabby. This is an unparalleled ingredient. Now I'm one step closer to the final goal. Oh? What goal, you ask? Well, that is a secret resting in this here brain. Now, don't be pushy. As thanks, I will now give you a lesson in the smithery secrets of the Vineyard family. You must be thrilled, but don't spill the beans on this top secret info. I'll give you another call the next time I need something. You better be permanently ready to pick up, Buster.
Glad to be of assistance.
If you run into my friend out there, could you tell them to come back home? They left with some crazy idea of setting up shop in the Delryk mines. But that place is no playground. Some of the mines are abandoned and my friend could really get hurt.
exquisite. The enemy is before us.
Remain close, High.
Threat neutralized. They were fooled to try. Stay where you are. Destroy. No, I cannot. Warn threat neutralized. We should keep moving. Threat detected ahead. Firing! Destroy. You'll not be the last. Stay where you are.
Stay down.
Prepare yourselves for battle. Watch out for enemy weapons. Destroy. Hello? Is someone there? Is everything quite all right?
Oh, it's a person. Oh my. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I was so scared and alone.
Now, there is no need for tears. Come, let us make our way for the surface. You disguised yourself as a miner to slip down there unnoticed. These abandoned mines are quite dangerous, you know.
Yes, you're right. But I just really wanted to.
You're all right. Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried. You need to be more careful.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But there's just something I had to get for you.
Huh?
You said you wanted to see this ore, so I came to get you some. What do you think? Would you want to go out with me now? Huh?
Was it truly for the best that I took that woman's gift in her stead?
Man, from the mountains to the sea. Pretty intense journey, ain't it?
My sincerest apologies for having you accompany me to and fro.
Oh no, I didn't mean to make you feel like that. It's exciting going places I normally don't go. No need to apologize. I'm having a great time.
I am pleased to hear that.
Speaking of, which do you like better, Laeticia? The mountains or the sea?
Pardon? Why do you ask?
It's a pretty common thing to ask. Like, say you're going on vacation. Which would you want to go to?
Understood. I had not considered the question before, but I would say the sea.
Oh, really? The sea comes with lots of good cuisine, that's for sure.
I did not choose my answer predicated on the fare, you know.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But yeah, the sea is so huge, it's just incredible. Really an awe-inspiring sight to behold.
Indeed. It is exquisite to experience how prodigious the world truly is.
Being there makes me want to shout at the top of my lungs. Woohoo!
Oh, I do relate.
Did you come this way soaring through the clouds? Is that some fad of late? I came across a child high up on a ledge in the Tines as well. If only semiomancy could send me gliding over those mountains.
The enemy is before us.
Whenever you're ready.
It's to attend to.
If there is anything we require, we should visit the village of Ada to restock.
Oh, Midas might want to stop by there too.
No need. Is this really the time for superfluous detours?
Oh, come on. Just be honest with yourself for once.
Enemy,
We shall
dead ahead.
prevail. Prepare for the worst.
Perceptive range.
Don't ignore me like the rest! Please! For goodness sake, help me!
Oh, goodness me! Someone appears trapped up there with no way down. Little Duma, hurry! We simply must help them.
Finally, back on level ground. Thank you kindly. I'm Amy, here on behalf of the Ruddle Company. This area is rarely traveled, and all those who did pass by simply smiled and waved.
A woman earlier did mention seeing someone causing a ruckus out in these hills. Perhaps that was you she crossed paths with.
I was only calling for help, I'll have you know. Desperately, even. I was out harvesting herbs when the Harpia got me. Ugh, next thing I knew, I was up there.
A harrowing experience, I am sure. Do be more careful on your return.
Hang on now. You would truly leave me here? Could you at least lead me to Larset Village?
Pardon me, but that seems a bit much to ask, no? And well, I have matters to attend to myself, and I am not headed in the direction of Larset.
But surely...
Ah, but the village of Ada is not far from here. Why not pay a visit? It is a charming place.
Right, yes. My apologies for asking even more of you after all that you've already done for me. That was bad form. I shall head for the village of Ada, as you suggest. Oh, here. A token of gratitude. Thanks for your help. Ta-ta!
Oh, perhaps it would have been best to accompany her to the village.
Is there a path here that leads to the Hallowed Mount?
There is. We head for the shrine.
Threat detected.
Initiate emergency protocols.
We must rally our strength.
Destroy.
We can exit from behind the limit.
Threat neutralized.
Hostiles eliminated.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Australians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing, and I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
Losing one's footing here is likely certain death. Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall. Activate caution. Stay where you are. Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
That's over with.
Continue to increase.
Small organic life form detected.
How very diverting. How exquisite.
Threat detected ahead.
How exquisite.
Initiate emergency protocol. Insufficient output.
You are more than you deserve.
Warning. Energy destroyed.
This should do it.
Can confirm. Hostiles eliminated. I suggest we make camp soon.
How exquisite.
Insufficient output.
You're mine! Stay where you are.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
No use! Firing!
Near the last.
How exquisite.
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Laeticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lagomower in Ada?
I do.
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet she was able to sense the anxiety in your facial expression, make a moral appeal to Raymond, and coax us in what she calculated would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask, though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Laeticia?
Huh? Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fools' errands? And may a certain royal retainer come to terms with his fate?
I am certain he shall. How How exquisite. Here goes nothing.
If we're over the summit, does that mean we're halfway there?
Just about. Now we descend to the sun.
How exquisite.
Target sighted.
How exquisite. How exquisite.
Whenever you're ready. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed. Phase of threat neutralized. Taking fire! To infinity!
Destroyed. Deactivating combat protocols.
How exquisite.
We should be descending the Hallowed Mount soon.
Stand back, Nina. Allow me.
While the enemy is vulnerable. Taking fire! Warning. Any threat neutralized.
To my aid!
Perilous attack incoming. Insufficient output.
They were fools to try!
Warning. Energy levels destroyed.
Still to learn. Say goodbye. No! Come on, everyone! We've got this!
This should do it.
Victory is within reach!
Warriors continue to increase.
How exquisite.
I will take care. Nothing to do. Insufficient output. This should do it.
Feels like you're invincible, doesn't it?
Let us shift the odds.
Nothing.
to fight another day.
How exquisite. How exquisite.
We're starting to see less and less snow. Hopefully, it'll start to warm up a little bit.
Prepare for battle! Cotto should be close. Let us continue to the southeast.
I cannot believe that people used to climb the Hallowed Mount to pass between the eastern and western regions of our east.
Bleed!
Insufficient threat neutralized.
Firing! Feels like
Warning.
fire!
Energy levels perimeter secured. Insufficient power. No threats detected.
The energy will go
Whenever you're ready. My parameters continue to increase. Target sighted.
How exquisite.
Target sighted. Hostile.
This should do it.
Here I am!
exquisite.
Target sighted.
How exquisite.
We have come.
Threat neutralized. Excellent movement to destroy. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Let us shift the odds.
Target acquired. If we all work together. You're mine! Feels like you're
Insufficient output. Small organic life form detected.
How very diverting.
Hostile. Warning. Energy levels low.
Let us shift.
Warning. Energy destroyed. Threat neutralized.
Another day. How exquisite.
Target acquired.
Let us proceed.
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Destroyed. Warning. Energy usefulness low.
Unfulfilled.
Target sighted.
How exquisite.
rally our strength.
Target sighted.
The enemy is before us.
Say goodbye.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Destroyed.
This should do it.
Warning. Energy levels low.
We must press on. How exquisite. How exquisite. Exquisite.
It's the ocean, which means the seaport isn't much farther, right?
Correct. If we carry on east along the sea, we will eventually reach Cotto.
Target sighted.
How exquisite.
I can see a town in the distance. Is that Cotto then, I presume?
Indeed. It has grown into a lively town with a port for the Royal Navy.
Finally, we can stop walking.
Threat detected ahead.
Hey, is that? Looks like people from town are headed this way. Any clue who they are?
Cotto City Guard, I presume. Would you kindly fall back, Your Highness?
Halt! Who goes there? And what business have you on this side of Mount Cottorinth?
We mean no harm. We are but travelers wishing to return to the capital.
Cotto has closed its gates to all outsiders. I strongly suggest you return from whence you came. Now be gone.
What? But we just finished our descent. You can't send us right back.
Be silent! Either return to the west, or return with us as prisoners. Lest you wish to rot in a cell, I suggest you leave now!
Save your breath. The knights of this realm hear naught but the sound of their own voices.
What was that?
You didn't hear? I said the only weapon these pompous blowhards can wield is hot air.
What do you think you're doing?
Bastard! One does not impugn the city guard without consequence!
I will be your opponent.
Neutralized. Insufficient health than you deserve.
Impudent knaves! You'll regret this!
Guys, they're calling for backup.
Have we no recourse but to reveal that we're with the crown?
Before that, Albert, do you not recognize that armor?
I must admit, I never expected to see your face this far west.
Theo!
Commander? Well met, Sir Albert Bergholm. Stretching our legs with a jaunt over Galca-Lemthas, are we?
Bergholm? The one from the King's Guard?
Yes, the very same. Therefore, I believe an apology is in order.
Please, forgive us!
Water under the bridge. I must also apologize for my colleague's uncouth behavior.
I merely showed them all the respect their station commands.
As ill-humored and sharp-tongued as always, Maester Felgreed. It's a wonder you deigned to join hands with anyone at all. But enough small talk. Follow me. My compatriots did speak the truth about Cotto, you know. Please don't go about repeating this to anyone. The rot has taken root here.
Do you know the cause of the outbreak in Cotto?
A blackguard who is purposefully spreading the disease. Hence why these forces have been mobilized.
Purposefully spreading?
Correct. Just so happens that as the first townspeople fell ill, rumors of a young woman clad in strange garb began to circulate. She is the reason I'm here. Your companions too are dressed in rather unique attire. All things considered, I can understand why my men were so quick to engage you.
A woman in strange garb? Wait, do you mean Chloe?
Ah, good to know we may have a new lead.
Keep our eyes peeled.
Now, if you would all accompany me to my office. Now then, you two, mind introducing yourselves? I believe I'm long overdue an introduction.
Well, aren't you self-important?
As I have explained before, we are in pursuit of a woman in peculiar garb. And to my eye, it would seem you bear some connection to her.
Oh, and what if I did?
Then I would take you in for questioning. I should have already done so the moment I laid eyes on you. You are too suspicious by half to keep the company of one such as her.
Enough of this, cousin!
Cousin?
You overstep your bounds. You will treat these two with utmost civility.
Someone feels strongly. Do you, Albie?
Albie?
In truth, We would not have made it nearly this far without their assistance. And can we leave that nickname in the past where it belongs?
Did not expect that. Even if you say they are to be trusted, who am I to believe otherwise? I suppose a maester wouldn't tag along with just anyone. Speaking of your party, am I correct in assuming you're Maester de Forge's daughter?
Whoa! You know who I am?
I happened to be a member of the Kingsguard when His Majesty visited Delryk for your father's funeral.
Oh, sorry to be blunt, but who are you exactly? I get that you know Albert and Laeticia, but they've never mentioned you before.
I am Theo Clemrath, son of Duke Lambert Clemrath, brother to His Majesty the King, cousin to Princess Laeticia.
Clemrath? Wait, Theo, as in Commander Theo of the Assyrian Naval Forces? I'm so sorry!
There's no need to be, I assure you. Any friend of Albie and Letty's is a friend of mine. However, I can't be friends with those whose names I don't yet know. So, would you care to rectify the situation?
I am Raymond Lawrence.
And I'm Elena.
Well then, Ray, Elena. I think it's high time we got to talking. I'm sure there's much to discuss. If it weren't for Letty, I'd think you'd lost your minds.
I know it's crazy, but that woman you're after could be one of my crewmates. And if it is, there's no way she's the source of the rot.
Though I'm inclined to believe you, our political situation with the Empire complicates matters. Residents of Baldar's Citadel are evacuating in droves, seeking safe harbor in the capital in Cotto. Many suspect that a number of Imperial spies have used this exodus to slip unseen into our lands. The People's Guard is up. Anything outside the norm is viewed askance.
So the Commons have seen this woman, then?
Eyewitness reports claim she was spotted near the Tynes. Soon after the encounter, the rot took hold here, to which many and more succumbed. As much as I would like to investigate further, I can't risk it. The mountains are far too dangerous.
Is there truly not to be done?
Yes, as it stands. We are severely short-handed. You saw how I was the only one who responded to your commotion with the guards.
Well, if you require helping hands...
Then you're in luck, 'cause you've come to the right people.
We'll investigate for you.
Of course.
Theo, Nina and Elena have made the discovery of the century. They have found a cure for Helgars.
What?
And it just so happens the herbs we need can be found on that mountain. Commander, I know the place is dangerous, but could you allow us access to the Tynes?
Please, cousin.
How can I say no? It's not every day Letty thinks to use the word please with me. I would like to offer you something in return, though. Perhaps I can make some headway in the search for your comrade. So, what should I know about her?
Well, her name's Chloe Camaris, and she'll probably be dressed like us.
What sorcery is this?
She's a jumpy one, so no wanted posters or anything like that, got it?
As you wish. Likewise, refrain from pulling that trick again. The townspeople are on edge enough as it is.